Let's get a quick take on the proposed Colfax Avenue bus transit line presented by Denver transportation officials on Tuesday. If the necessary funding is approved through the Go Bond Initiative vote in November, a 24-hour dedicated center lane would run along Colfax, decreasing the lanes to be used by cars. And that funding from the initiative is a big portion of it, but there's a lot to go with here. Patty Calhoun from Westward. It seems like an innovative idea for Colfax, but does Colfax need this kind of innovation?
Well, Denver needs that kind of innovation if we're really going to have people take public transit, because that's along a line, used to be an old streetcar line. There are a lot of people who commute by that. They leave their cars behind, but the question is, can we do it without making traffic worse? How do you get people to and from the center lane? How do you make sure the buses don't squish into each other? We have several other issues to find out here.
David Kopel from the Independence Institute and DU Law School. The whole idea of rapid bus transit, and I realize that this isn't exactly that, has been something that the Independence Institute has advocated a long time in different scenarios. So I understand this is different, but does this seem like a good idea based on the whole idea of rapid bus transit?
The concept may be fine, but you got to look at who's going to be implementing it. Mayor Hancock is the anti-mobility mayor. Patty talked about, well, would this cause more traffic? That's the point. He's doing everything he can to increase traffic problems in the city of Denver. If you like traffic jams, he's your man. Back when RTD was being approved by the voters in the 70s, the promise was, if you vote for this, we're going to have a monorail running down Colfax. Remember all the lies they told about light rail and how fast that was going to get built, all that kind of stuff. There is no reason at all to trust the Denver or our government or RTD to implement a new project like this competently or at all.
Joey Bunch, reporter with ColoradoPolitics.com. It won't be the centerpiece, but it'll be a big chunk of that big Go Bond initiative. And Denverites have traditionally been pretty generous when it comes to bond maneuvers. But this is something where people can have a pretty distinct opinion. If they like something on Colfax or it's the heart of the city, there's a lot of emotions there. How do you think Denverites are going to react to this proposal?
Well, I think when they first hear it, they're going to like it, because anybody that's ever been in that right lane and been stuck behind a bus would love to make that thing disappear so that they can go on. But we're taking a lane out of traffic, or we're adding more lanes to traffic. It's the right problem and the wrong solution. We'll be in traffic jams for 3 or 4 years while they're building this thing. So, you know, on first blush, I say, yeah, let's get those buses out of the way. On second blush, I say, well, where are we going to put them and how are we going to pay for them? I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. But I don't believe it right now.
Justine Sandoval rounds of the panel, political activist. You're a Denver native. Your family's Denver natives. What do you think the reaction is going to be to this kind of significant change to the heart of Denver?
Well, I was a longtime RTD user. I pretty much echo what everyone here had to say. I don't trust RTD because I've had lots of promises in the past with light rail, with all of these other things, and it seems like they don't have a concept when it comes to budgeting and having a realistic budget projection. All of these projects tend to grow later on, and they're struggling later to finance. Fast Tracks is a good, example there of that. So while it sounds like a great idea, and I would love to do really innovative things to make public transportation better, are people going to use it? Is it going to be worth the cost? And really, are we going to be willing to sit in the traffic jam that's going to be on Colfax for the years that it takes to build this project?